You don't need to understand what's going on. You don't need to understand. You don't need to understand. You just need to remember who you are. This is your first time seeing me. What's up? It's your girl Mo. Act like you know that this is your show. So let's go. I got this intense message today of, ooh, did you see those cards? Your guidance is divinely aligned. Your guidance is divinely guided, and what is not aligned in your life that needs to change? That was crazy. Okay. Hey, word. I'll play on these first. I'll go back. iCloud talking about we ain't got no storage. I say, right. Y'all can't stop this show. They can't stop it. They can't. I got intense messaging about remembrance. I'm picking up on two split energies right now. There's energy that has been like just secluded in isolation that is now coming up out of isolation, and then there's energy that is being called to go into isolation, that's being called to be secluded. And that's like the contrast. I think that's like where the duality, like I see in my head, I see two different energies, blue and pink, and it's like twisting like this, but they're light. It's like light, like fire almost, but it's very what's the word? It's very it's not all over the place. It's very just neat. It's very neat, and they're intertwining like that. There has been an active play on your perception that has been going on from the moment you were born. Like, period, point blank. There's been an active, and this is for a specific group of the collective, for Black Americans, not African Americans, but Black Americans specifically, that has been coming through, people who are indigenous to this land. There has been an active play on your perception of self since you were born. And that is what they fear the collective, they fear a part of the collective remembering themselves, because they know that it's inevitable. It's almost kind of like fearing the inevitable, or trying to avoid or trying to rewrite history, but history was already written. Like I told you guys, we did not sign the deal with the devil. They did. So this is not our fight to fight. This is the time that you must sit and remember. And for the group of people that I'm picking up on, where it's like you were posting online, it's really specific message for people who were posting and then stopped. Even my air just came back on when I said that. Like, you're literally coming back on. Like, you could be getting the call, the nudge to show up, to creatively show up, or to actively speak truth, to actively use your voice. Whatever it is for that group of people, you're activating, and you are going to activate millions. Like, I just see so many. Like I told y'all in the beginning, you can even go back and watch my YouTube videos when I first started. I saw the circuit board in my head light up. Like, not only did I see the circuit board light up, it was like a full-blown illumination of the circuit board itself. You are a part of something deeper and more expansive than you could have ever imagined. Your soul sees things that the eye is not trained to. There are people, you got to understand, moving forward in this next season of your life, you get nowhere by questioning why things aren't going a specific way, and you just have to understand that things are not going a specific way. It looks like things aren't taking place. It looks like change isn't happening in the way that we would like it to happen, simply because there are people on this earth, there are people within this realm that we walk amongst who are not coded for truth. They are coded for conformity, and they are not coded to remember. You are someone, 333, as soon as I looked up as well, you are coded with remembrance, and it is now your role to act like you know. I know you went through this fear phase of like not wanting to be too spiritual, or even there's this like message coming through of attempting to look a certain way in relation to the practice of spirituality. But I need you to understand that there is no specific way to look or to be in anything that you do, because the sole purpose here on earth for everyone within the collective is to like on a oversoul level, it is to remember who you are from your most authentic state and to operate from that frequency. So when everyone is trying to be like everyone, we witness an imbalance, which is what we're seeing right now. Everyone wants to look like everyone, be like everyone, think like everyone, to the point where they completely forget who they are, which causes an imbalance. But now you are a part of the collective shift of balancing out the scales. You are part of the collective that is remembering who they are and is choosing to break free from the code of conformity, because your code, your natural code, your inherent code is not rooted in conformity. It is shaped by remembrance. And your frequency is being enacted on a level that you can't even begin to comprehend the power of you. And I kept, like, for the longest time, I just feel this like revival of life within my arms right now. Like, the power of you specifically is unmatched. You found me. I'm telling you right now, the power of you is unmatched. You need to act like you know who you are. What is not aligned in your life that needs to change? It's probably your perception of self. Even within this card, you see how, like, the perception of her is completely shattered. It's over here, it's over there. The eye is up here. Everything is going which way other than center. That's where I feel like your energy could have been for a decent amount of time. And I'm talking about like 5-6 years worth. And even I know my collective, like us here in MONEYBAGZ, is like from the past 5 years, that was your activation point. Like 2020 was an activation point for a lot of us, where we clicked the button of awareness and have not been able to return back to the old self before we clicked the button of awareness. And I know you could feel like you were trying to understand why. Why is it that I feel more aware? I feel more awake. I feel like you are someone where it's like you internalize so much, you feel so much, not only because you're an empath, but because you're coded to be so. You're coded to feel, because your power is rooted in your ability to feel and sense the energy of the room. And I feel like that's something that you felt yes, but I meant to say fear. So I feel like that's something that you feared about yourself for a really long time. Like I've told you guys, I've been very transparent. I feared my own power for a very long time. The fact that people have told me that you are powerful when I knew I wasn't operating from my power itself was scary as shit to me. But I've broken out of that construct, and I've broken out of that perception of self, because I now understand that the whole intention of my journey that I am on right now was to come back into the remembrance of self, knowing that my power is rooted in knowing my power. My power is rooted in operating from it. You cannot be and experience your entire essence of self while fearing yourself. The only thing you fear in this life is you, because everyone is a reflection of you. You fear nothing but yourself. Know thyself, there will be no fear. Your guidance is divinely guided. You guys saw those cards fly out. You are a part of the shift. You are a part of the awakened. You are part of the 144 is coming up in my head. 234 popped up as well. 666 came up as well. 777 came up as well. I feel like your essence is of 1111. Your essence is a part of, it's a part of not only the mass awakening, but it's like I see a pyramid in my head. But it's not even showing me it's showing me it's like the pyramid is built, the pyramid is rising, but it's darkness around, but there's light shining directly on the top of the pyramid that illuminates down. Even I gave I had a little mini download on my TikTok today, where it's like your dreams could be really significant, and your dreams for the past couple of years could have been significant. Like over the past year and a half, I'm picking up on, especially for me. I know my dreams have been very symbolic in relation to destruction. I've had a lot of dreams of things coming out of the sky specifically. I've had dreams of water, just mass destruction, mass chaos. I've had dreams of bombs going off. And this isn't to fearmonger, it's just to be completely transparent, because I know I'm not the only one who is having dreams like this. And you could have harbored fear in relation to these dreams, but I'm here to tell you to have no fear, because even if you're someone who believes that the dreams may be premonitions, or they may just be your subconscious playing out your own internalized fear of what you believe may happen within this realm that we're living in, all in all, pay attention to your dreams. That's it. Just pay attention to your dreams, write them down, especially if you remember them, because I keep getting this like, oh my God, I didn't even look at this. And I was going to say Egypt. Oh my fuck, bro. Do you see all of these things? The pyramids. That's what oh my God, the pyramids, bro. Literally the pyramids. Roots in Egypt could be really significant. I had some downloads about like literally being royalty in Egypt, which was like very, I don't know, I've just had this pull to Egypt recently, and then I meditated on it, and then I was like, oh, okay. Like I saw myself as a ruler in Egypt. Like it was very odd, but very confirming, to say the least. What was I saying before? Damn it, I was saying something before until I saw this. Yeah. So I keep getting these like mini downloads about alien invasions. Again, nothing to fear, truthfully, because we are aliens ourselves. Like there is nothing, again, it's a play on your perception. It's a play on your perception. Anything that these people do from this point moving forward, if you didn't know, the Department of Education has just now partnered with people like the Heritage Foundation, Turning Point USA. This is all intentional, and it's all designed, and it's all an attempt to fearmonger, and it's all an attempt to hold on to the power that they know is slipping right before them. Have no fear. That's just a little update. If you didn't know, do your research. I got my information from USA Today and other platforms, but nonetheless, I've been getting a lot of just downloads regarding like things coming from the sky, alien invasions. Again, it is all a play on your perception. I do not even believe that the sky is what we think it is. For all we know, the sky could be fucking just projected from some buttons in a room somewhere in goddamn Antarctica, because we can't see it. You know, who knows? We can't even go to Antarctica. So who knows, right? We don't know. The truth is stranger than fiction. But all I do know is that whatever happens next and whatever continues to take place, even up to this full moon and after this full moon, understand it's a play on your perception. And they cannot plan your perception of the world when your perception of self is intact, because your perception of self creates your perception of the world. You need to act like you know. You need to act like you know. What did I say? 222 confirmation at the bottom of the deck. You are safe. Split the deck on you are safe. Let me just get some cards to confirm your energy, because I feel this like unsettled energy within the collective. Trust they will be dealt with, and they know. Union is near for someone, could be significant. Yes, at the bottom of the deck. But I do just feel like this very anxious, anticipatory energy from the collective. And I'm here to ground that. Have no fear. What are you fearing? Have no fear. Remove your energy and call back your power. They know what they've been doing. Even given the energy of this reading in relation to the government, higher ups, billionaires, all the people who control the system and have made us believe that the system is reliant on everything but us. That's the perception of self that they don't want you to play into. They want you to believe that you don't have power and your energy is not power for them. They harvest your energy daily. Okay? They are actively harvesting your energy daily, which is why we're seeing the system collapse, because the system is reliant on your energy. And when the collective begins to pull our energy out of the system and back into us, that collapses the system, because the system is reliant on your energy. The system feeds off of your attention, which is energy. Stop giving your attention to certain things. For the people who play into the, I don't do politics, oh, left, right, I don't do that. Put your pride and ego aside and open up a book. Just at least be aware of what is going on in the world, so you can at least be able to prevent and protect your mind from what is going to happen, because the veil is lifting. It will get worse before it gets better. Again, none of my messages are intended to fearmonger. I am a messenger of grounding, a messenger of safety. You are safe, my love. You found me. Trust and believe you're safe, because I have no fear. I have no fear. But remove your energy and call back your power. They know what they've been doing. Yes, they know what they have been doing. If for my biblical people, Like I said, this is a play on our perception. They want us to believe that we are all from Africa. All black people came from Africa, when in fact we did not. In fact, a lot of, more than half of the enslaved people, black people, came from here, America, because they came over to America and enslaved us. The stories that they tell about slavery, the stories that they tell about your culture, about black people are incorrect, but we like to deem them correct because we think somehow the people who enslaved us have the right to teach the history that they invoked upon us. It doesn't make any sense to me. I just encourage you to think a little bit, to think just a little bit, think. You are not who they told you to be. You are not who they want you to be. You hold power. You've always had the power. Does it really make sense to you? For the longest time, I can't remember. I mean, they've told me, they told us in the school system, oh, black people, it's because of the color of your skin. That's why. All of this is because of the color of your skin. Does that make sense? If the CIA and the government and these people know that this is an energetic hologram, I mean, let's look up hold on, before I get into the Genesis quote, just before, I don't want to make this reading too long. I just got this download intensely. Hold on, the gateway. If the CIA can release an analysis and assessment on the gateway process, I'm not going to go into it. You can read it for yourself, but yeah, they cut me off again, talking about no storage when I clearly got it. It's all good though. I'm not gonna keep this long, but if the government knows that what this realm is an energetic hologram, then they know what you are too. You're a frequency. You're a frequency. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You must remember who you are. All of this is an attempt to control your frequency and control the perception of not only the world, but of you. And when they can control the perception of you, they can control the perception of the world. For all my biblical people, this is what's going on right now. Genesis 13:15, God promises Abraham that the entire land before him will be given to him and his descendants forever, and his offspring. Nope, that's not it. This isn't it. This is not the same one I read earlier. Here it is. 15:13. Okay, the Genesis 15:13 describes God's promises to Abraham that his descendants would be strangers in a foreign land, enslaved and oppressed for 400 years before they were judged and came out with great possessions. The curse is up. The curse is up. There's nothing more to say, and they know that. Even 888 confirmation, when I flipped over the deck, you have to be of a certain frequency to understand where it is that I'm coming from. Spiritual awakening. Do your own research, as always. The answers are out there. Everything is out there for you. YouTube is a great source. It's a great resource to help you remember who you are. And just, that's all I can say. Starseed, you are one. Confirmation, what lights you up. Do what lights you up. Focus on the frequency of remembrance. How can you remember who you are? Do what lights you up. Do not live in fear, false evidence appearing real. Do not live from that frequency. Live from the frequency of doing what lights you up. Confirmation in itself. You are exactly who you think you are. You need to act like you know that this is your show. So let's go. I love you.